Hey, you guys. Hey, I am Kim Rogers, owner and founder of Dynamic Physiques Fitness Lifestyle Studios for Women. And I've been at this fitness physiques for over the last 10 years of my life. And I've helped me, so I'm here to help you answer some common questions that I get often. And so a common question I had over the weekend was about digestion and bloating. So I'm going to help you understand how to fix your poor digestion and give you some easy tips on bloating. First and foremost, I want you to understand that I'm not a medical doctor. And if you're experiencing anything with your digestion, constipation, you need to seek medical advice. So let's just dive over into it. This is so common. I see it amongst women more so than men. I've had some clients who have talked about also bloating. And just a bit of a story about me. When I worked with a coach some years ago, we were eating a tremendous amount of cauliflower and broccoli and what other cruciferous? Oh, cabbage. That's another cruciferous vegetable that we were eating in really big bulks. And the more we got lean, the more we ate this food because it didn't have a whole lot of calories in it. But here's the thing, what we don't understand is, and I'm here to help you understand that certain vegetables are really hard to digest on the system. And those vegetables are like your cruciferous vegetables, like broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower. They're really hard to digest. And so when the system is trying to digest those foods, you get this bloat, like the stomach just kind of blows up and you get this tight feeling around your abdomen and lower stomach. And it's from the gases that's on the inside of your food. Now, what I've also seen, some women will get the idea that the feeling of feeling heavy, that they have gained weight. Okay, let's talk about that for a minute. What is bloating, and does bloating cause you to gain weight? Well, let's just talk about bloating. Bloating is simply a part of the digestive system where your food is trying to digest. It's the digestive gases. Weight gain itself comes from eating an overconsumption of calories over time. By the time the digestive processes start, your body has already absorbed all of the calories and all of the nutrients out of its food. It's right at the point of elimination when you go and do, whatever. So we, as women, sometimes we just get this feeling of feeling heavy. And 90% of when you start on a health and weight loss journey or fat loss journey, it's psychological. And so that feeling of feeling heavy, your mind and your thoughts are really racing around like, oh my God, I've gained all this weight. I've had this food. I'm not making progress. I got on the scale has ticked up. And so one of the tips I want to give you is to choose foods. There are no foods that are bad foods, no food that are good foods. There are only foods that fit within your goal. Of course, there are going to be some foods that are going to be better for you and better for your goals. They're going to be more micro-dense and macro-dense, and they're going to help you reach your goals. But my philosophy at this stage in my life and what I'm trying to teach women is, especially in the studio, is flexible dieting. Flexible dieting. Flexible. You can be flexible because everybody's lifestyle is different. You want some type of enjoyment out of your life. And you're going to hear, and this used to be me as a coach a long time ago, early on, this is the best diet, that is the best diet. I hesitate to say anything is the best diet that is really restrictive because it sets you up later on for overeating, and it sets you up for not being able to maintain that 30, 40, 50, 100-pound weight loss that I achieved. So how your digestive system works is going to be very, very important. Some foods are going to digest, and I'm finding at night, I've had some clients who took whey protein, right? I'm vegan, so I use plant protein because I'm vegan. morally, I'm vegan, so my foods are centered around my morals, right? And around my own personal health goals. But other people are different, and so you can't individualize everybody in one pot. You have to individualize everybody. You can't put everybody in one pot. So this particular client, I think I had 2 clients last year were having whey protein, and she said, "Oh my God, my stomach feels so tight when I wake up. I'm just tight and bloated and really gassy throughout the day." And two common factors that I see with people who experience bloating. There are 2 common sources, and those sources are lactose and dairy. Lactose and dairy, right? Lactose is a milk derivative. It's not full milk, but it is a milk derivative. It's made from milk. And so those people experience a lot of gassiness, a lot of bloating. And what you want to do is, you don't want to restrict foods, but you want to become aware and notice when you have an experience more bloating than other times, and make note of that. Make note of the foods that you have eaten. Are you eating foods that are filled with lactose? And you just want to dial back on that a little bit. Those are some common issues that I see. Another tip is, at night, digestion really takes place, and that is one of the reasons why I want you to understand to weigh yourself in the morning, because when you sleep, you're burning a lot of calories to keep your body alive. Sleep burns so many calories when you are asleep. And so when you wake up the next day, if you've had a protein shake the night before, and you wake up the next day and you haven't lost any weight, or your weight hasn't regulated, then that is an issue. You need to look at, are you experiencing any whey intolerances, any lactose, dairy intolerances? Because I can go to bed at night and wake up and easily weigh less, like 4 or 5 pounds less. And that's the reason why we advocate for a weight in the morning, because that is a more reliable weight measurement before you start to add volume to your body throughout the day. You go to the doctor during the day and you weigh, that is not a reliable weight, because you've probably eaten, you've had coffee, you've had some juice, you've had a piece of fruit, and so you've added volume to your stomach, and that's just not reliable. And then you have on clothing. So a more reliable weight is first thing in the morning. And if you find yourself weighing more, or your weight has not changed, and you are drinking whey protein, W-H-E-Y protein, then that's something that you want to make note of. Something else, let's see. Yeah, if you go to bed and you wake up heavier the next day, that is something that you want to look at. So how to fix your poor digestion. And another thing for women in this psychology of losing weight and taking off body fat, the psychology behind and the ownership and the personal accountability that comes along with that. Because if I'm not understanding what my fiber intake is every day, if I don't have any idea how much fiber I'm taking in, if I don't have any idea what I'm eating during the day, that's where your personal accountability is going to come into play. Just to say that you are heavier, oh my God, I don't know what's going on, that to me says that I'm not being accountable, right? I'm not being accountable for my actions. I'm just really pointing the finger at, this is the issue, that's the issue, this is the issue. However, you're not looking to fix the issue with your digestion. All right, so I wanted to bring that on here, what bloating is, what bloating is not, and how to fix your poor digestion issues. Some easy tips. And the easy tips were to become aware. Take a look at, or do you have any dairy intolerances? Do you have any lactose intolerances? And make note of that. You got to become personally accountable for your food and your digestion. And understanding once your body is at the elimination stage, right? elimination stage, I think that we can eat food like a hamburger or something. We telling ourselves, oh my God, I'm so bad. Oh my God, I know how I used to be. Oh my God, I have those chips on the inside of me. I just be glad when those chips come on the outside of me so I won't gain the weight. Well, by the time they come out, the body has already extracted all of the nutrients from those chips, okay? So by the time it comes out, it's just coming out, right? You can't do anything else about it. So psychologically, we can really get into a spiral if you don't understand how your digestion works, how it plays into your fat loss and weight loss. So at the end of elimination, it's already a done deal, okay? It's a done deal, all right? All right, so keep those questions coming. I've enjoyed bringing this to you. Got to head to the gym.